Man, I'm so sorry that I was late today. Today was crazy. I actually had like a lot of students all clustered together. So anyway, you're seeing me at my desk, if you will. And I'm just going to be here for a little bit. Just to write down some notes. Then I'm going to wrap up, and then I'm going to head home after a long day of work. Okay, good. Nobody's in yet, so we're all good. Otherwise, it'd be like, what's going on? What's he doing? All right, just a couple of notes. Just a couple of notes. Just a couple of notes. Jehoshua, we're working on a. Yeah. And then Sagitorn. We need to go back to state control and out for just a little bit, if we can. State control and out for just a little bit. Be back if we can. Get back. See, join walls. Join walls. Beats right now. Beats and fills. Yeah, that should do. And then leave that here. Gotta wrap you up. Hey, Catalina, how you doing? I'm sorry I'm late today because I had a lot of students clustered around the same time, so I'm sorry. I got started about a couple minutes ago, so sorry about that. Wanted to start it right at 6, but I was talking with a student and his parent, and so there's that. Business. All good things, though. All good things. This student of mine, he's young, but he's doing really good. He's doing really good. You're looking at my desktop, if you will. You're doing a kind of you're having an inside, behind the scenes look as to where I'm at. So this is my drum set. Hey, Faith. How's it going? I think it's Faith. I'm not going to say that. 1903 J7K. Hi, how you doing? And then, oh yeah, so I already answered your question without even closely looking at the messages, but good. Okay, I'm glad it worked out. Yeah, how was your day? Did you have a good day? It's Friday. I'm going to put this in my bag. I got to move this out of the way just really quick. This is the other setup on the other side of the room. By the way, I think I responded to your last email. Just let me know if you got it or not. But um, um, that was all. I wasn't sure if you had gotten it. I think I sent it like yesterday night. I did. My parents go on their date, and we just were doing odds and ends today. Oh, no problem. Yeah, emails are so tedious. Oh my goodness. And it's funny to think at one point in time they were like the thing, right? They were the thing. Man, we can email each other now. Oh, to go back to 1998. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. All right. I think that's it. And I'm ready to pack up. You're gonna see me walk out of this establishment, and I really, really like it. It's a nice little hole in the wall in the Chicagoland area of Illinois. So it's been, I don't know, however many years since my boss has had this little nook, and it's been great. It's a nice busy section of the city. I'm not gonna say where. I mean, I want to keep it, private. Um, oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. You know what? I hate it when that happens. Now y'all can actually say, dude, I've actually been on a call where I literally got dropped. Bruh. So my day it went well. It was busy. So here's the thing. I'll share with you guys a little bit of what I do. And it was just hot, super hot, especially having to work. Oh my goodness, I cannot imagine what it's like. Hi, Iris. Zoo8EK. How you doing? The thing is, I can imagine that if you're out in the sun all day working, you got to have some protection, sunscreen, and all the rest of that, right? So, yeah, my day is also busy, but probably not as demanding physically as it is for you guys on the ranch. I have a lot of students throughout the week, and then the daytime part of my job is really cool. Here's what I do for a living. I give drum therapy sessions to senior citizens in nursing homes. I don't even know if you guys may have thought of that as a thing, but it really is. My boss has been doing it for about 20 years, and it's amazing. Now, there are pros and cons to it. I like doing it because it helps me to just be, you know, engaging with an older audience and generation that we really don't know about anymore, right? Because they're in nursing home communities, and I frankly feel like they've been forgotten by our generation. And at the same time, the pro about it is that it's super super cool to share with them the love of Jesus and the love of music. Their eyes light up all the time when we play an Elvis Presley tune, Beach Boys. It's been really fun. So there is that. Oh yeah, sorry, Iris. So I put the screen to black because I have no stand with me right now. So I'm sorry about that. Hold on, I'm gonna be able to turn it on, and you can see my mug, because I'm pretty much all packed up now. Okay, that's better. So you said, wow, that's so cool. For me, I love being with the older ranching couples, sometimes more with the younger people. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Because when you're with other people, you're like, wow, especially the older generation, they know a lot more than you do. So we can glean so much wisdom from them, and we're like, why haven't we been around them longer? That's why I like multi-generational family gatherings and all that, because it's so fun to be able to like see grandparents and aunts and uncles and all that. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah. Their wisdom is truly insane. All right. I just uploaded one easy one here. Kind of an automatic, semi-automatic, not weapon, excuse me. Semi-automatic Q&A. So if you guys are interested, you let me know what's the best way you find out new music. All right. No, really, their wisdom is insane, but it's so cool to see. It really is. Oh, firearms? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's bad. Yeah. Sorry, I just had to pull out my laptop really quick because I need to say something here. All right. Hope that goes through. All right, now I'll put it away. What? Oh, I love the freedom that we have. What freedom? I'm sorry. Oh, you've got to be joking. I haven't even left the parking lot and I already forgot something. Well, at least I'm glad I remembered it now so I won't have to go back and go look for it. Bruh. All right. Sorry. That was stupid. Yes, I saw it. Okay. Well, the thing is, I always tell people, let's just be real. Do we have an understanding of what actually is the problem when it comes to firearms? I don't think we do. Is it the firearm or is it the person that kills? That's an answer that's a question that needs to be answered. I don't know if we're really ready to answer that question though. Much better. Exactly. And that's that. Now we're good. So I'm totally with you, Catalina. The problem is too many people, like in a state where I live, they're all guns are bad. Guns are sorry, guns are not really bad. People are. How about that? It's not the spoon that makes you fat. I've heard of that before too. Or I've heard it in another way. If you want to get in shape, put down the fork or spoon. Oh my goodness. No, the gun laws are ridiculous. So here's the thing. If you want to have a permit to carry a firearm, you have a lot of ways, a lot of things to get through or buy before you can obtain a permit to just possess a firearm, carry a firearm, right? If you then want to go the extra step and you want to have a concealed carry permit or license, there are rules against where you can go and where you cannot go with that. So I remember one live stream you mentioned we as a recommendation to place a good place to visit would be Montana. We actually have gone to Montana. When we went to Montana, we stayed at an Airbnb where the guy was very nice, him and his wife. In fact, I think they were Christian and they were very, very nice couple. And he gave us a tour of his property. And as we were looking around, we were like, this is very nice. It's like a nice little, nice, not little, but it was big. It was a lot of acreage. And we were like, so what do you do here? I mean, if you guys want to build something here, if you want to do something over there, what do you do? And he's like, this is America. It's Montana. You can build whatever you want. And we're just like, well, where we come from in Illinois, you need a permit to be able to do that, or you need a permit to be able to do this. He's like, nope. So it's weird, right? But I don't know. So anyway, I'm a drummer. I'm not a politician, but I do know a couple things about politics, as I'm sure you guys know too. And you guys, help me out. I mean, I don't know where you guys are from. I don't know where you guys are listening from, but I just know that we have a lot to be uh, to be wanted here in Illinois, and I love the state. It's the land of Lincoln. It's the home of the Chicago Cubs. I'm a diehard Cubs fan. Yeah, but it's got so much that it doesn't have right because a lot of people have thought for many decades now that it's higher taxes that are the answer to our problems, or it's this or that. And I'm like, no, guys, it's tough. Um, what about a shooting range? You thought New Mexico was bad? Yeah. Um, so if you okay, so then and then that's the thing. If it's so gray, if you want to go to a shooting range and you only possess a, a firearm, a FOID card, you are, if I'm not mistaken, allowed to. You're permitted to carry your firearm and your ammunition separately inside your vehicle until you reach the shooting range, and then when you get to the shooting range, you can practice with your firearm. So transportation's not a problem. But if you want to conceal carry, oh my goodness. And on top of that, I have a friend who is an expert because he has to be if he wants to properly carry anywhere he goes. And he's like, yeah, the laws are just so nuanced. It's almost like if you are on a sidewalk, that's public property. But if you're at a park and the sidewalk is in the park and you're on the public property of the park, which is a sidewalk, you step on the grass. And the moment you step on the grass, it's not public property anymore. So there you have it. That was the chat about the um, I forgot the chat about what it was. Oh, where to go? Yes, yeah, it's crazy. Um, I'm sorry. I think your sentences are broken, so I don't understand exactly what you mean by at the ranch or at the shooting range, I'm sorry, but we can just we can leave it there. I am I am so I'm not like not in the mood for politics. I don't know about you if you're fired up when you talk about politics, but it can get so aggravating that it's just bad, you know. Are you and your family also like pretty like no, it's all right. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's all good. It's just it's hard. It's hard to talk. I'll stop talking because I think there needs to be a process for like or a delay. So I'm not gonna. I could just talk all day long, as you guys know. I'm sorry. I talk too much. My sisters tell me that all the time. Yeah, it's all about it, you know. Being just, I mean, sometimes being conservative kind of makes you feel like, do I even have to call myself that? Because if you're an American, you should just be kind of that guy that, or gal, that enjoys the rights that we have as and privileges that we have as Americans. But it's weird. So I think I may have mentioned this before. I have two younger siblings. I'm the oldest of three. Um, and I think you mentioned as well that you have two, and you're the middle. Um, but it's crazy. You know, the middle sibling. If it's true that you're the middle sibling, I'm gonna wait for your answer. But I have a prediction, and I think you would agree. I think you would agree. I have I have two older brothers. One is married with two boys, and then one more brother. Me and my little sister. Wow. So you're the middle of four, or is that middle of three? You mentioned two older brothers. No, 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 no. One, it would be one older brother who is married, one older brother who is slightly younger than him, and then one younger sister. Yeah, well, so okay, and Karen, I'm Wait 5091. You are well. That there is that. I'm keeping my eyes on the road though, and when I have the ability to do like a stream in the car, I don't really look at the camera, and I'm sorry, but yeah, it's just that like I figured it might be an interesting, a good way for us to still maintain communication over the week. And I don't know, if you're dropping in for the first time, thank you for um, stopping in. But yeah, I um, I just drive slow anyway. My car doesn't do much, so really, like my following distance is excellent right now. I'm always checking my blind spots. I'm just I take the back roads home. So normally I would take the highway. If I'm on the highway, I do not do a live stream. There is that. Catalina, did you say exactly? You did. Oh, I'm sorry. You weren't. Were you in agreement with Karen, or were you talking about the bro? Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyway, no, but so here's the thing. Two older brothers, one younger sister. Here's my prediction. Isn't it true that the middle child always has the best of both worlds? That's what my younger sibling said. Not the youngest. I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you're driving as safe as possible. And I can't tell the emoji, but I hope it's a good one. No, and you know what? So, and I'm just being real with you guys. The drumming ministry, it's all about drums, it's all about ministry, it's all about God, it's all about life, man. But I tell you what, I've had to I've had to go through so much, recently because just it's the little things in life that I need to get better at. I don't know about you guys, but it's the little things in life that we need to get better at. I uh, have a tendency to be very impatient. I have a tendency to just I want something and I know it's a good thing, but I want it now, and that's not the right thing to say. It's not the right attitude to have. And God teaches me time and time again, look, if you want to have something that's good, fine, but you have to wait on my time in order for you to have it. And I'm like, okay, so when is that now? No, it's not now. It's whenever I say it will be. Okay. Now? No. So God has a way of teaching us exactly when we need something, and it's always in his perfect timing. As a drummer, I'm thinking about that constantly. Always got to keep the beat, always got to stay with the metronome, always got to do this or that. And I'm like, and you know what? My mom tells me this. She encourages me with these words. You were born right on time. And I'm like, what? Oh, it's the whole story again. So it's the story that's kind of cool. My mom tells of when she was pregnant, and the doctors said, okay, so we predict, from the moment of conception, his due date's going to be May 11th, 2001. That's my birthday. And she's like, oh. And then the pregnancy goes fine. And what do you know? On May 11th, 2000, I was born. And she says, "Do you see what I'm saying?" Like in a fun way, she's reminding me, God literally caused you to be born on time. You were made to be on time. You were made to play as a drummer, to perfect beats and rhythms and do things like that. So recognize that, realize that He has a perfect timing plan for you, because He never does anything too late. Oh my goodness. I'm not a Pentecostal or anything, but I get myself going when I talk like that, because there's a song, hallelujah, praise the Lord kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? That reminds me of God's perfect timing, and I'm going to post it in my community tab tonight so you guys can take a listen to it. It's a wonderful Southern gospel tune called 4 Days Late. And the end of the chorus goes like this, in talking about Jesus appearing to Mary and Martha because of Lazarus' death. They say in the song, when he's 4 days late, he's still on time. Amen and amen. There is no way on earth that if you serve God, He's going to be late for you. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the reality of it. I'm sorry. Richard Hardian. Who allowed you to get in here, man? Youngest is the best? So anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that, and I got to respond to these comments now, because I'm not gonna rest until I have my say with Richard Hardian. I'm sorry. Is it okay if I call you Ricky, because I know you on a first name basis? Ricky and I used to work together as well. Ricky, I actually met somebody in the chat yesterday that hopped in for a second. I'm like, holy cow, that's somebody that I played drums for. He was a bass player, really good bass player, but I'm like, that was weird. I'm so glad you could pop in. Good to see you, Ricky. And Ricky was one of my students. Now, Ricky
is the youngest, and yeah, and he knows it's the best, and I shouldn't be surprised, but oh my goodness, it's just no, you know, yeah, it's no, and Ricky, you got it. One who is faithful in very little is also faithful in much, and one who is dishonest in very little is also dishonest in much. That's exactly it. And so, and so, if we're trying to do things God's way, we're going to be blessed. I believe, and so, um, he's always on time by the Collingsworth family. Yeah, that is a the Collingsworth family. Catalina, how do you know the Collingsworth family? That is literally my sister's favorite Southern gospel artist. She loves the Collingsworth family daughters and the piano playing of the mother. We've seen them in concert. Have you guys seen them in concert? This is getting really freaky, man. I'm sorry. I cannot believe we listen to the same songs. Maybe at least the same artist, but I don't know that song. I need to check that song out. So the song that I was referencing was 4 Days Late by Karen Peck and New River. Karen Peck and New River. I don't know if you okay. You need to go see one of their concerts. They are really good. So as you may know, the dad is a trumpet player, and as well as I think he also helps out with singing baritone when they do their vocal harmonies. The son, Philip, is a tenor. Then the daughters are like altos and sopranos, and then the mom taught everybody how to sing. It's amazing what they can do, and they're such a nice family. I actually bought one of their records. I bought one of their records at one of their concerts. It was so cool, and they're really nice people. They're really nice people, and I would just highly recommend any of their concerts if you get a chance to see them. I think the concert tour that we saw was Just Sing. I think it was that tour. I could be wrong, but it was a great time. So yeah. They really do. Yeah. That that is so cool. So I think Ricky might have scooted already. I don't know if he's still here. But yeah, so Ricky, all the best to you. If you're not here, I wish you all the best and keep drumming, man. Ricky was a good student. We did one. I don't think he wouldn't mind if I shared this. One of Ricky's best songs I think that he ever did, Catalina. Which, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were gone. Hey, Ricky did Proof of Your Love by for King and Country. Great song. It has a great drum beat, so we tried to learn it, and I remember he was working on it for quite some time, and we got it down pretty good. He played it for his one and only recital, but I thought it was really well done. And yeah, Ricky, I hope that you're still playing the drums. I hope you're doing well. But it's a man, it's a process. You know that song was hard. That groove was hard, but you did a really good. That is really exactly. That is such a great song. Yeah. Um, did you guys, Ricky and Catalina, did you guys happen to notice that Joel Smallbone was playing the guy in Young Washington who was the owner of the house or something? He stole Sarah or whoever her name was from Washington. I'm like, I told my sister, I said, I know that guy. That's Joel Smallbone from King and Country. Did you guys realize that? I'm like, that's Joe Smallbone. And I'm like, how weird is it that an Australian actor is performing as a British aristocrat? Yeah, I was like, what? They- That's crazy. No, we did. Yeah, we did have. Yeah, we did have a lot of fun, and I have to say, we had too much fun, and it was tough. It was hard. It was hard for us to focus. I mean, it was hard for me to focus. But Ricky put up with me. Thank you so much, man. You did really well, and yeah, I hope that you continue drumming. Um, Ricky, so we talked about yes, he played in Esther as well. I'm like, this guy is, oh my goodness. Well, and actually, I would actually like more of that for some reason. An Australian actor playing a Middle Eastern king of, uh, was not Babylon. It was, I forget what the nationality was at that time. That actually worked. That actually worked. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh well. So yeah, but anyway, so I have, yeah, two younger siblings. Oh, and that's what I was gonna say. Many moons ago. Being the oldest, maybe your oldest brother can testify to this too, Catalina. Being the oldest means you have a lot of responsibility, and at the same time, um, God, like Ricky mentioned, God has given us many things, right? So if we're faithful in the little, He'll give us more to be faithful with as well. Ricky, let me introduce you if I haven't already. I'm so sorry. If you guys happen to meet each other again in a chat when we do this, Ricky, this is my new friend Catalina. She has been and like an amazing support to the channel thus far, and she lives in New Mexico. So what happened was, and it was really weird. Like this whole thing has been freaky, and I'm still figuring this out. I literally turned on the live stream, and one of the first people to say hello was Catalina, hello from New Mexico. And what ensued was one of the most amazing conversations that I've ever had, literally. And so it's been amazing, to see what God has been doing. But she brought up this same kind of thing yesterday when we were talking over a devotional. If you are able to join us for a devotion, I'm trying to do a live stream more often now than not. Um, and during the devotional, she mentioned how, yeah, if you are faithful to God and you bless Him with your life, He will bless you. It sounds kind of selfish, but no, it's actually one of the promises that God has given us in the Bible, that He honors those who honor Him. So it's been really cool to see. Yeah, just really cool to see how God has been moving, and um, looking forward to whatever God has in store for the drum ministry and for all you guys. It'd be cool to have you guys join us more often. But I did let everybody know, I'm going to be in college again. I don't know, Ricky, I don't know what you're up to, but I know that Ricky and I, Catalina, are both from Illinois. As you, duh. How could I have given him a lesson in a different state? Well, over the phone or over the FaceTime is fine. But anyway, Ricky, I don't know what your plans are, because I know that you're almost done with high school, if not already done, right? So I don't know if you're going to college, but in August, I'm going to be going back to college myself, and we'll go from there. But I do want to make sure we stay with this, because it's been great, and so, um, yeah. Well, good. I'm so glad that it's been good for you. And yeah, I just, let me know as a friend to a friend, as a sister to a brother, Catalina, if you ever see something you're like, hey, we could do more of that, or if stop it, stuff like that. I'm used to, yeah, I'm used to that. So we're good. Um, so right now I'm studying music performance, and actually it's weird, but at the college that I'm going to, I'm not part of a group anymore. I'm like a dinosaur, and I just got involved. So they made a program that I applied for extinct, and the music performance will hopefully, it's just an associate's, but it will hopefully open some doors. And I'm not actually supposed to share this. I'm not supposed to share this until August. If you already know what I'm alluding to, Ricky, don't spill the beans to Catalina or anybody else in the chat. I'm going to share this in the first week of August. So that's what I'm up to. But yeah, it's been good so far. Studying, and yeah, just, I don't know. Being busy that way has been interesting. Music theory, music history, psychology for gen eds was crazy. English, I'm doing English right now. Math, I did English, and that now is math. Um, I'm doing speech as well during the summer. So Thank you. Yeah. So so thank you, and I really appreciate it, Catalina. So you have um, not pursued that route, correct? And if you haven't, man, more power to you, because that's awesome. And I was thinking about this. I was talking about it with my family, and again, this was a humbling moment for me. Again, if I'm being honest, if I'm being real with you guys, I was not excited. I was not excited about college, even if it was just a community college during my associate's degree. I was thinking, I want to just do my thing. And I didn't want to do what I thought God would want me to do instead. And so I stepped out in faith and I was just like, all right, let's do this college thing and see what happens. Yeah. And no, it just, you love the mountain life. That's all you need. That's all you need. Um, but it's turned out okay. And so, hey, I just want to let you know, if you guys have some problems hearing me because of like bad connection, I'm going through some trees right now. Let me know, but we'll see what happens. And so anyway, it was a really humbling experience because so far, so good. I don't know if you guys have seen that rendition. It's the modern rendition of that old movie, the Magnificent Seven. In the newer version of the movie, The Magnificent Seven, Chris Pratt was playing one of the recruits, and he was telling the story that his father told him or somebody as they were being shot at, and as he was bleeding out, so he was going to die soon. He's like, "This reminds me, you know, of what my dad said about a guy that he knew that was falling off of a 3-story building." And he's like, "What happened?" He's like, "Well, as he was falling down, he said, so far, so good." And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not saying I'm bleeding out. I'm not saying, things have been really, really bad, but I just say so far, so good because I don't know. Um, I don't know what it's going to be like. So, hey, take care, Rich. Take care, Rich. Take care, Ricky. I'm so sorry. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care. The original was best, I think, but I like the newer one as well. Yeah, the, the, the Magnificent Seven. Oh my goodness. We could. So, that there was drama between Yul Brenner and Steve McQueen, right? Yul Brenner, I think, was taller. Maybe I'm getting this mixed up. But Steve McQueen was shorter. And because of that height difference, they were constantly competing during the shooting of the film for like the height difference to be matched or even like no more than equal, make like one higher than the other. Like they were like actually competing in real life for dominance on the camera, right? So it was interesting to see that. You see it played out, I think. I don't know. That's just what the fun facts of IMDb say. I think that you could find it at IMDb, but that's weird. It's really weird. hmm It's the height argument, back and forth. You just, yeah. My my youngest sister is taller than my middle sister, but she doesn't really like lord it over her. So I think they're fine with it. It's just interesting to see the dynamics. And people have said in public, "Oh, so you're older," and they're pointing at my youngest sister, and she's like, "No, she's older." Yeah. I have a cousin who's so short. She's my age. She's 25, and people still ask her for her ID if she wants a free sample from a Costco. She's like, "Do you think I'm 12? I'm 25." Oh, really? Wow. There's not. There's there's nothing wrong with being short, and you know that. It's just the way God made us, and for me, like I'm personally, I think I'm about 6'2" or 6'3". I don't like being tall sometimes because you got so much to worry about. You know, head issues like bam. against the ceiling of something, or body issues too. I was growing in the teens, like at 15, 16, 17, 18, I was just developing like so high, I guess, and so wide that I was just bumping into like walls, and my mom was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." She's like, "Maybe it's just you're not aware of your surroundings because you're growing up." And yeah, 5'2", that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. That is awesome. Oh, I'm sorry. You said, well, it was a little bit weird at first. It was like I got to get used to my not dynamics, surroundings, but you get used to it, I guess. But it's weird. Um, there was something else. 5'2". You reminded me of that song that I recommended about my miracle from Brad Paisley, and he says in the chorus that my miracle is 5'5", right? And no doubt in my mind, she's the reason I'm alive. I don't know if you took a listen to that yet for your homework, but I saved "I'm Gonna Miss Her When She's Gone" or something like that from Brad Paisley. So I'm gonna check yours out as well, and I'll let you know if that one's just as weird or funny. He has a great way of singing, and I like his style of country twang. But yeah, it's fun. Like, that's fun. Yeah, I'm sorry. You, I'm sorry. I don't. I don't want to recommend stuff that's gonna rub people the wrong way. So if you don't, you can say it. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm sorry. Um, it is catchy though. My sisters had an issue with it. I was just like, I'm sorry. The guitar solo was really cool at the end. However he plays. So here's the thing, and maybe you can attest to this too. Okay. As a musician and a singer, when you listen to a song, do you listen to the song or do you listen to the lyrics? Because I listen to the song and I don't listen to the lyrics as much as maybe I should, but they do stick with me too. So I hear notes. I don't hear so much of phrases. So we have an inside joke in the family, and I don't think I'm at liberty to share just because we're starting out. It's too early in the stream friendship time. Maybe I'll share it someday, but we have people in our family that listen to the music. We have people in our family that listen to the lyrics, and it's just like we like what? So okay, okay, that's cool. It can get chaotic. Yeah, it really does. It really does. Half of us in the family are like, "That's a great song." The other half is like, "What did we just?" And we don't listen to anything bad. It's just it's good. Like you say, I'm gonna steal that line of yours, Catalina. It can get crazy. It can get crazy. Um, but anyway, we we've spent enough time, I think, talking about uh, nonsense or whatever. I'm sorry. This is part of the ministry. I get it, but at the same time, I really wanted to make an effort, with the streams to be a concerted effort to be um, engaging in fruitful conversation. I feel like time is song. Time is taking by DC Talk, but that's more hard rock. I don't know if you're into hard rock. DC Talk is more of a Christian rap and hip hop group that had a breakthrough hit album in 1993 called Free at Last. My goodness, I listened to that nonstop when I was a kid. But anyway, time is surely ticking away. And so I just want to ask again. So, anybody who's just chiming in, oh, hold on. Have I heard Midnight in Montgomery by Alan Jackson? No. Did you hear an instrument in there that? No, I Did you hear a? Did Did you hear it? So what you're saying is, if I hold on, if I'm understanding the question correctly, you want me to also take a look at Midnight in Montgomery by Alan Jackson, and you also want me to figure out if there's an instrument there that does not belong in country. Oh, that's really cool. If there's a cello in it, that ought to be good. Well, thanks. um, let's see. You could have a cello, I guess, because it's close enough to like a violin or something. I'm sorry, fiddle. But no, I wouldn't say cello is usually the kind of instrument you would have um, in a country song. Um, yeah, but are we back? This reconnecting thing, man. I think. Let me know if we're back. Okay. Anyway, okay. Midnight in Montgomery by Alan Jackson, and there's a cello. So I'm almost home, and I just wanted to make sure we touch base again on the most important thing in life. So we were discussing yesterday about Psalm 37, and by the way, Catalina, that was a great psalm suggestion. If you have another one that okay, if you have another psalm or something that you want to offer for next live stream, we can definitely do that. And but I do want to share with you guys too a couple of news, um, and a devotional too if we can. But I gotta keep my eyes on the road. So this morning or this afternoon, I was able to read my Bible this afternoon during lunchtime, and I was in Exodus. Moses and Aaron had a big task to fulfill, and it wasn't looking good because in the beginning chapters of Exodus, they try to tell Pharaoh, "You got to let God's people go." He's like, "I'm not letting them go." So they go back and forth, and basically, really quick, just what I took from that was God tells us to do stuff, and it's funny that we've been talking this whole time about God telling me to do, God telling you, God telling what anyone else in this chat what to do, and we choose to ignore Him. Now, I I don't know where you guys are at in your walk with Christ, and I know um, it can be difficult at times to tell over a chat, but and God may be telling you, He may be telling me to tell yourself or to tell somebody in your life, we got to go through this or we got to do something about this. It could be addressing sin or it could be addressing something like that, because letting my people go is more than just a physical demand for escaping slavery. It's about letting go of what chains you to the wall of debauchery, of sin. And so really for the Israelites, they couldn't do much about it. But for us, we're to sin, the Bible says, and we are dead in our sins. So there's nothing we can do about it. But I want to encourage you guys today, wherever you guys are at, petition to the Lord to ask you to give you the strength to say, let this go. Let this, I need help with this, right? To surrender something about who you are, what you've done, or what somebody else has done to you. It can be hard, really, really hard to forgive people that have messed up in your life. So like you don't want to forgive them, but God gives us the grace to do that. Okay, and I have another thing too to talk about. Uh, Tomorrow we're going to go see the great tenor formerly for the Gaither Vocal Band, David Phelps, in concert. I am thinking we're not gonna get back home until midnight, so it's gonna be a long day. But I'm looking forward to that. I'll be sure to maybe snap some quick videos, so then I'll create a short. You guys can see some of the highlights of the performance just really quickly. David Phelps is probably the greatest tenor in Christian music industry. And David Phelps is probably one of the greatest tenors of all time, not just of our era. Like, he's really, really good. So I really am looking forward to seeing him. He doesn't get out that often. I don't know why, but he stays at home on his farm. He does this thing ever since he quit the Gaither Vocal Band, and so it's really a treat to go see him. I hope you guys enjoy the short. When I upload it. Yeah, he has a great, great tenor voice, Catalina. You are absolutely right. Let me just double check what you said though before that, because that looked a little serious. Oh, did I miss something? He does have a great tenor voice. Yeah, yeah. Midnight in Montgomery, Alan Jackson. Was there anything else? I don't think so. Yeah. It's be a good listening weekend for me. I got a lot of songs to listen to. Catalina, we gotta check out those songs from Denki too. Livingston. I don't know him, but he sounded interesting. Okay, so you said oh, it has truly helped me, and I do. Something is probably about the verses, if you want to contribute something, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, that makes sense. It's amazing how God works. Hold on, I'm gonna show off my skills here now as I back into the driveway. That's my mom's car. It's the same exact car as my mom. Which is weird. Well, that person doesn't look like her though. That'd be doubly weird. Like, look at that doppelganger. Home sweet home. It's amazing how God wants us to do things mostly that are uncomfortable so He can see how much faith we have in Him. Oh my goodness. Truer words have never been more said. And I had to let go of a pre-relationship, and it was hard at first until I let God take control. I had to forgive this guy for sure. Oh man. That stinks. I'm sorry, Catalina. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah. So you're being very honest, and I have to be honest as well. I've had to let go of things like that too. I've had instances where, and I've actually never been in a relationship. I've never been involved, like dating anybody. I'm a believer that if you find someone out there who, loves God, that'll be it. You guys are friends, and then maybe he brings you guys together or whatever, and you guys get married. I date for marriage. I don't date for dating. Um, that's just my philosophy. Um, but I feel for you because I did have a moment where I was also like thinking about someone, and I was like, well, the person's really nice, and the person has the same kind of characteristics that I would love to marry, But like, I was just like torn between two halves of myself, right? I was torn between like, I like this person, and then again, I'm not ready for this person. I had to realize a couple things. I was not ready because it wasn't because like I wasn't looking at the person the right way, or I was looking at the wrong person. I wasn't ready because I wasn't ready in me, and I wasn't allowing God to take full control of my future and destiny. Man, I'm just being real with you guys. I feel stupid saying this, man, but it's that simple. And I don't know if I missed out. I don't know if I missed out, but I do know that God has been good, and He has been giving me a second chance to be real, and to take ownership now, to be engaged with the future. So I'm not just letting it slam over me. I'm pursuing it. I'm making decisions that will affect the next 5 to 10 years of my life, I'm sure, by going after a college education. I want to be ready, for whoever it is. And so that's just me, and so I don't know what it's like to be in a relationship where somebody did something to you or something like, and I don't, I pray for you, Catalina, that God would heal you from that experience, because that must have been bad, must have been traumatic, it must have been hurtful. But we believe that God gives us, and He gives our enemies, He gives our a second chance. And so yeah, and so I don't think it happened like in the same way that thank you, though. I don't think it happened in the same way, because I was looking at the person like I was ready. My parents were like, no, um, you're not ready. And I took that hard. And so I wasn't even able to say to the person that, I had feelings for her. So, and I'm just being so real. I can't believe I'm saying this right now. But basically, um, God has been good to me in that I had a moment where I could make a decision to either say something, and that would have been really stupid, or I could just keep my mouth shut. And I'm so thankful that God kept my mouth shut. I truly attribute that to the Holy Spirit, because I could not have done it by myself. And as of right now, we're still friends. Praise God, we're still friends. And that relationship was preserved because um, He did not allow me to say something stupid. So, yeah. Oh, it was. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a pre-relationship. I didn't see that comment. Yeah. Hey, Brett dot or might be, they might be L's. I'm not sure. Hey, how's it going? Now I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to stop now, man. Brett, I don't know who you are, man, but you missed out on a good conversation. Oh, I'm sorry, man. But I just got home, and if I sit in the car any longer, my parents are gonna be like, "What are you doing in the car?" I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. You guys have a wonderful night. We're gonna talk again soon. I hope maybe not tomorrow because it's gonna be busy, and not Sunday because it's the Lord's Day. But on Monday, Lord willing, we'll be back. And overall, keep your eyes fixed on Jesus. Oh my goodness, I had that saying pounded into my head as a middle schooler. Every Tuesday night, my middle school youth pastor would say, "Fix your eyes on Jesus," as all the students were filing out of the building and nobody was paying attention, but I was paying attention. Fix your eyes on Jesus. If you do that, everything else will fall into place. Everything will be fine. So, with that, goodbye. Uh, good luck, and may the good Lord, you as well. God bless. and have a blessed evening. Take care, Brett. And yeah, if you guys can make it, Brett. So I'll be. I don't know where you're at or what time frame you're looking at, but like what time zone? I'm sorry, but I go live again on Monday, Lord willing. So we'll catch up there. Cool. But yeah, God bless you guys. It's been a pleasure, and keep your eyes fixed on Jesus. So goodbye, good luck, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.